Good morning and welcome to Write with Rachel. I'm Rachel and I'll be your guide today. We're live today from my studio in San Diego, California, and I'm improvising everything as I go, including sharing our prompts and writing about it. If you're ready, go ahead and grab a journal, your computer, a sketch pad, your favorite voice recording app, whatever tools you prefer to express yourself. Today's prompt is spin the wheel. I've went ahead and set up the wheel and narrowed things down for us. For today's prompt, we're going to be choosing from a person, a place, and also a verb to create our prompt. So I'm going to close my eyes and I am going to choose one item from each on the list. We will turn this into our prompt. So for a person, we are going to have a lifeguard. For a place, we are going to have an airport. And for a verb, we are going to have a climb. So we have a lifeguard climbing at the airport. So let's move into talking about the prompt, where we have a lifeguard climbing at the airport. Okay, let's say we want to take this in a creative writing direction. If we want to take this into a creative writing direction, we could write about a lifeguard who sees someone about to jump off the top of a plane. This lifeguard is used to rescuing people at the beach, but he puts his training into use. Somehow he climbs up to the top of the airplane, and then what happens is ... The lifeguard at the airport could also be climbing in another way. Perhaps this is a lifeguard who hates flying. He is on a very long flight. It's making him so nervous that he feels like he's climbing out of his skin. So to make himself feel better, ... And we can take that into a direction. If you want to use this as a journaling prompt, you could write about a time that you went to an airport, then maybe you went on a vacation that involved climbing and a beach. Or perhaps you were at a pool where you climbed up a ladder, and as you looked around, you felt as if you were in an airplane because it felt like you were so high up. Those are a couple of different ways you could interpret that prompt. You could also say that maybe you felt like you had to guard your life when you were at the airport or in an airplane because the plane climbed so high. For those who want to go in the list making direction, you could make a list of what these three words have in common or what they don't. You could make a list of different things a lifeguard could do at an airport. besides climbing. You could substitute different verbs for climbing. And you could also make a list of all the different places you might find a lifeguard. I also always encourage the wildcard option. The wildcard option is your choice, where you can take this in any direction you choose. Perhaps you had an idea about a lifeguard or climbing or an airport, or maybe one of the other words or combination of words that you saw on this list gave you an idea for something that you wanted to write about, that you wanted to journal about, or that you wanted to make a list about. As always, I encourage you to choose whichever direction feels the most interesting to you today. In a moment, I'm going to ring the bell and I'm going to signal the beginning of my writing practice. During my writing practice, I'm going to start drafting my ideas on the prompt. During this time, I'll be talking through what I'm thinking as I'm writing. If you're watching this video, you can also watch as my words fill the screen. After I draft for about 5 minutes, I'll invite you to join me. At that time, we can write silently for another 5 minutes. If you're listening to this as a podcast, I encourage you to take this time to make note of your ideas. You can jot them down, make a mental list, or you can speak them out loud. So this begins my writing practice. So I like the idea of someone being scared to fly. And they feel like they need to guard their life, especially as the plane begins to climb. So this gives me the lifeguard. I'm going to call the airport the airplane. I feel like those two are close enough, especially since the airplane has just departed from the airport. So now I'm going to make this into a character, and I'm going to call this character, let's call her Lana. Lana the lifeguard. Let's make her a lifeguard who has to guard her life. So we have our lifeguard, and she's thinking about how she hates to fly. She's very brave on the beach. She can save lives. She can fight sharks. Well, not really, but here on the plane, she feels scared and afraid, and she feels like she needs to guard her life. So, so what is she going to do? She tries to read. That doesn't help. She tries to listen to a video, and that doesn't help. She tries to sleep, and that doesn't help. Finally, she does what she said she would never do. What she would never do? Ooh, what's that? What? She talks to her seatmate, even though she hates it when people talk to her on a plane. She says she must. His name is Walter. He tells her he's a writer. They talk. They make small talk. It's easy. The flight attendant comes along. They buy wine and what other drinks they can have. And they drink and they talk. And suddenly, Lana is feeling much better. Was it Walter? Was it the wine? Does it matter? She's no longer scared. And she's feeling very brave. She tells Walter, I'm a lifeguard. Oh, he says, you must have some great stories. Oh, yes, indeed, I do have some very great stories, she says. She tells him about the time she saved a 6'4" tall athlete who was about to drown. She tells him about the time she saved a dog who'd gone too far into the water. And he's just such a good listener. He nods, he laughs in all the right places, he sighs with relief whenever he's supposed to. He just really appreciates her stories so much that she just can't stop herself from telling the next one. And now I'd like to invite you to write with me. I am going to silently finish the rest of my writing practice, and I invite you to start working on your writing prompt. In about 5 minutes, I will ring the bell to signal the end of our writing time. Let's get started. And this signals the end of our shared writing time. If you're in a good flow, I encourage you to keep going. If you'd like, you're welcome to share what you wrote today in the comments, even a word or two, or maybe a favorite sentence. But if you'd rather keep it private, that's perfectly fine too. I'd love for you to join me again tomorrow. I'll be posting a new writing session every weekday. And if you'd like to keep writing together, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for writing with me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.